Hey guys, it is the 9th of June today. My name's Jess McDonald and you're watching GameSpot News, but none of that is quite as important as the fact that we are at E3 right now. It's about halfway through the day, so we've seen Microsoft and EA's showings thus far, and here's what was so damn exciting about them. Microsoft made a really big point of saying that their showing at E3 this year was going to be all about the games. In fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they didn't mention TV or sports pretty much anywhere during their conference. Dismembered limbs, however, were a whole other story. We saw a car door shut for the second year running on The Division and some wicked Witcher 3 action times, including an instance that made me tweet, "Hey girls, bang that chick." Inappropriate impulsive tweeting aside, let's get stuck into today's biggest announcements. CD Projekt Red are continuing to deliver on the gorgeous world of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, complete with its lovely gory combat and chicks that Geralt may or may not get with. The suave silver fox of the protagonist vaulted his way through the game world, tracking a griffin, which marks a change for Geralt's usual method of world traversing. Our hero got a tad distracted from his task, opting to take out some bandits, which ended with one of the unlucky brigands getting cut right down the middle. I guess he had to split. Sorry about that. Lara is back in town and she's ready to raid some tombs and presumably kick butt in Rise of the Tomb Raider, sequel to last year's reboot. It's set to land in the holiday season of 2015. No platform exclusivity has been announced, so it may be a safe bet that it'll come to all your favorite platforms. At the start of the trailer, Lara is seeing a therapist, as well you should if you've spent a significant period of time being the target of attempted murderings and constantly falling off stuff like Miss Croft has. Not to mention the billion assorted ruffians whose lives she's brought to a short, sharp end. You can catch all the good stuff that happened, including our upcoming mashup of the conference on GameSpot.com/E3. Alright, let's do EA. Where Microsoft stayed away from sports talk, EA delivered its tried and tested lineup of sports franchises and then everything else. As for the former, we got classic lines like "Let me tell you a story about the other side of the ball," and a look at a fantasy golf course complete with a giant warship from a Battlefield 4 level. Yeah, it was weird. We also got our first look at Mass Effect, and while that first glimpse of N7 got our hearts pounding, it wasn't really followed up by much information of substance. We got a lot of conceptual footage on the title from EA, which features a war-torn game world from a new part of the universe. And we were told yet again that we'll be seeing totally new characters. Mirror's Edge 2 was much the same story. We got conceptual footage and some commentary, but mostly both segments pulled out all of the vague they could muster and basically said it'll be awesome, stuff will look bigger and better, and it's going to be for every gamer, just trust us. In awesome Battlefield Hardline news, not only did we get a huge gameplay trailer, we also got word that a beta is opening up on PS4 and PC right now. You can download the closed beta of the Cops and Robbers focused installment right now if you so choose and get in on the rad multiplayer shooty times, presumably with the felling of skyscrapers and other tall objects inevitably included because Battlefield. The game isn't out until October, so if you want to try your hand at it now and have a copy of Battlefield 4, head to Battlefield.com for info on how to sign up for what they're suggesting is going to be a pretty exclusive beta, which hopefully isn't horrendously broken, because Battlefield. If waiting for press conference info drops isn't really your thing, or you're just a huge Metal Gear fan, you're probably going to want to know about the brand new trailer for The Phantom Pain that dropped today. The 6-minute moody extravaganza took a look at the characters, some of the environments, and what appears to be Big Boss smearing ashes on his face. The whole thing is as epic as you'd expect any Metal Gear trailer to be, and it's well worth a look. Let me know what you thought of Microsoft and EA's showing so far today, as well as Ubisoft's, which should be wrapping up right about now. I am not wearing a watch. In addition to that, tell me your favorite announcements of the day and the biggest games that you've got hyped for so far. That is it from me today. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on all the conferences so far and those upcoming, and check back to our E3 hub at GameSpot.com/E3 for all the latest and greatest of this season's expo.